Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. It's with great pleasure I can now show you the alpha version of SynthMaster 3. So we're going to be taking a look at the alpha version. This is important to know. It's not even the beta. This is the alpha version. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the whole synth. It's not going to be a deep dive tutorial. If you want tutorials on SynthMaster 2 in particular, which this is very similar architecture to how the layers and the oscillators and the effects and things work. So I've got a bunch of tutorials on how to do that. So if you can program them, you can program this. All right, so this is really extremely powerful. It's mind-boggling what they've managed to do, right? So you'll see on this patch here, I have 4 layers, okay? And at the moment, I'm just working on layer 4. You can have up to 16 layers. Each layer, if we look at this one here, you see I've got 2 oscillators. Each layer can have up to 16 oscillators, okay? That's 256 oscillators. It's bonkers. Each layer can have its own sequencer and arpeggiator. Then you also have this very cool mix view where you can add sends and effects and stuff. You can add, insert effects here, as well as where you would normally add them here. Right, okay, so I want to point out a few things before we start. I'm just finishing off this patch for you, but before we start, I want you to there's things where I want to highlight that they've asked me to highlight for you. Okay, so it's a totally dynamic environment now. You can add, remove layers, add, remove modules to layers, copy, paste, load, save modules easily, undo, redo each edit action. You can have up to 16 layers, 16 modules. That's oscillators, filters, wave shaper per layer. Okay, I mean, look. For example, we can go in here to the filters, add new filter. We can choose from any of these or a wave shaper or an operator to add. And you can have that up to 16 per layer. Okay, so it's crazy. There's a new virtual analog oscillator. We'll take a look at that. And it uses line segments to render oscillator signals. Separate arpeggiator and sequencer for each layer. You also have now a waveform editor. So for example, if we go into, I don't know if I've got any of these yet. Look, I've got this one here. We can go into our waveform editor now and draw in new waveforms. And you also have a wavetable editor and a multi-sample editor too. So of course you can load your own samples into this and have multi-samples, and you can edit them correctly like you would in any sample editor. Okay, awesome stuff. Right, limitations of this version, which is the alpha version. Okay, only one skin, which is the prototype skin, but there'll be loads more skins for it. Right. The other cool thing is if I go into load here, these are all SynthMaster 1 patches. They're all the SynthMaster 1 patches I have in SynthMaster 1 here on my iPad, on my desktop, sorry. Right. So by the beta version, we'll have the ability to also load in SynthMaster 2 projects. But what's really cool, and I'll show you, you can put a different preset on each layer, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So when you've got, so at the moment we can only do it with SynthMaster 1 projects, but SynthMaster 1 patches, but then you'll be able to also do it with SynthMaster 2. So that's incredibly powerful. There are no actual SynthMaster 3 presets yet. Okay, they're working on those. But if you click on this here, they've included some templates which include DX7 algorithms, and there's a bunch of those as well here and some other stuff. Right, that being said, I'm just going to finish this patch. So at the moment, I'm working on layer 4. This is a super simple sound. I've just been on layer 4. And I'm just going to add some effects to this. I'm going to go into effects. I'll right click on that. And first of all, I'm going to add some reverb. I'm also going to add in a delay and go to this and change the timings. and the feedback. I'm going to put the drive up. Let's have a bit more feedback on that. And now you're going to get an idea of how blinking powerful this really is. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to unsolo this. And now you're going to hear all 4 layers. So I'm just going to save that patch. I'm just going to say save preset, and that'll be this. So another couple I created, right? Let's go to our load here. I'm going to just do a search because I've already done a few. Right, so 3 TSTR, and I'm going to search for those, right? So here's the first one I made. Now you'll hear this one, right, has loads of, if we go to our track view, you'll see I've got ARP switched on for each of these. So each ARP or sequence can be completely independent for each layer. Which is awesome. I mean, we could speed it. I mean, look, this one we could speed it up to. And then you could go in, oh, well, maybe I just like another layer in here. So, or another oscillator, I could add more stuff. Let's go in here, add a new layer and solo that. Here's our basic layer. Now, if you click on this here, you've got your basic stuff, right? And then you can go into all your single cycle waveforms. They're all here, all your samples and multi-samples. If we maybe loaded in this one, now I'll show you the multi-sample editor. So now you could load in other samples, etc., etc. You can pan them anywhere, you know, you can put them on your keys anywhere, like with all your key zones and things. So it's a fully functional sample editor, you know, which is just awesome stuff. You can also, if you click on this is oscillator 1, obviously what I'm using in multi, but if you click on here, you could go replace this with an additive oscillator, a vector oscillator, a wavetable oscillator, or the new virtual analog oscillator. Let's give this some volume as well. And what we could do is we could make this very simple sound really cool. Let's add more voices. It's going to get a bit louder. Let's go into our voices section, and now make that super wide. Let's give it some release. And don't forget, we're building over the top of our other ones that are doing our... So now we've got a layered pad. We could go into our mixer quickly. And sort of, we could add an effect from here. Let's add a reverb into that there. Let's solo it as well. Let's add in maybe a phaser. Awesome stuff. So I'll just go, right, okay, let's go back to our tab view here. Let's just save this, save preset, and that'll be added to my first one. If we go to load now, I am going to go back to that patch we've just been looking at. And I'm going to make a few adjustments to that as well, because I wanted to, on our layer 4 here, I'm also going to make this a little bit wider. Turn the volume down a little bit. Go to voices. And also can take that down a little bit, I think. Now, I also did put in a step LFO, but I switched it off. So let's just have a quick look at this, shall we? So you're not going to hear it because it's switched off. We'll switch it on in a sec. So I'll switch it on now. Hang on a sec. Now, if we look at it now, let's just have a quick look. So that now is added to our patch. Let's close this down. So now this might sound quite nice if we just hold like a... You're going to hear the movement of our step LFO. So let's just save that patch, shall we? Let's save. Let's go to load and have a look at another one. So number 3, what did I do for this? Can't remember. Let's see. Oh yeah. This is another one with... This actually contains 5 layers. And lots of harps and sequences. You mix here as well. Got lots of control. Now you might notice as well also there's no effects on this stuff. I've turned all the effect, well, I haven't even bothered to add any yet, so let's add a bit of actually let's go to our effects bus. So the reverb. And use our effects send for effects plus 1 to add a few bits of that reverb to these sounds. And we could add on, what else could we add? Effects bus 1. Let's add a delay to effects bus 2, just for fun. And let's see what happens now. I want to try and find where that... I think it's this one here. Layer 1. Let's go to our mix view and solo that. Brilliant, yeah. So we could add some of this delay to that. Let's have it stereo. Let's swap the timing out for... Nice. Awesome stuff. Right, okay, let's go back to our tab view. And then we could, like I said, we could go on adding layers and we could go on adding oscillators. I mean, you know, you got add new, basic oscillator, add new, I don't know, additive what, add, and on and on you go. Now, you can also very easily remove anything you add or replace, just go remove it. So, well, remove oscillator 3, Cool beans. Go this, remove oscillator 2 because we didn't use it, you know. Okay, what next? Let's see. Let's go to load and load number 4. See what this was. And it's lovely because, you know, you just go to either your track view or your mix view and you start messing around. It goes, oh, well, let's see. What's this one? Solo. Okay. And... okay. So say, for example, we wanted to add an arpeggiator to one of these. Well, you can do it from the tab view. Of course, you can go to ARP and set it up there. Or the track view. Track view is real simple because you just check, yeah, you go ARP, switch it on. So cool. That's how you do that. Very, very simple. Now, let's create a new one just for fun. So in it, and let's put a bunch of extra layers in here. Maybe put 3 or 4 in. Let's just put 4 in. And we can, well, we're on layer 1. Let's go to load. And what you need to do is, there's a way to do this which is very easy. So we want to find a sound that we like. Okay, so let's maybe go with I don't know, let's go some factory presets on in here. What am I doing here? Oh, I've got to clear my search. I'll just clear out the search. And we'll just find some sounds. I'll go with maybe some cello. I'm just gonna, now what you do to add, if I was to just load this now, watch what happens. Now remember, on tab view, we've got our 4 layers, right? And we're going to load some from SynthMaster 1. If I just choose this, right, like that, go, okay. And it loads that patch, right? But if I go back to tab view now, it's literally just loaded that patch, right? So what you have to do is, let's add another layer. And let's unmute that. And let's go to our load now. And what we do is we go, well, oh, okay, let's see. You right click, or I would guess long hold on the iPad. You right click and it says load on layer. I'm going to load it on layer 2. And now if we go back to our tab view, we have both those sounds. And we can solo. We can go in and edit. We can mix, of course. We can go and add another layer. Let's unmute that. Let's go to load. Something simple, maybe from synth. Or you could add an ARP. I don't know what this is going to sound like. I have no idea. So let's go back and have a look. Oh, look, what I've done, you see the mistake I made there is I didn't load on layer. So that's, well, maybe they'll do something about that. So let's just add to that. Let's go to add new layer. Let's go to load. Let's go to maybe, I don't know, another ARP. Right click, sorry, load on layer. Put that in layer 2. Cool beans. Let's add another one. Let's go to add another layer. So mute it. Let's go to load, and I don't know. Let's right click on this, load on layer 3. Oh, awesome. Let's have a look now. Sequences as well. See, these are sequences. It's just massive. It's really cool. Please bear in mind that this is the alpha version, so there's still loads of things to add, loads of things to sort out. KV did say I could show you it though. I mean, I think you'll agree it's good enough to, I mean, it's got its superpowers, and it's really friendly on the CPU. You know, look at this. This is in reason. This computer is not powerful at all. Now, another big important point is, right, and this is important, if you're a SynthMaster user and you upgrade to the everything bundle, that means you get absolutely everything. When this is released, you'll get this update for free, this upgrade for free. So if you want to get in early, get the upgrade, the everything bundle. And the everything bundle literally gives you everything on desktop and iOS, everything, okay? You'll get the SynthMaster 3 for free sort of thing. Otherwise, you'll be paying for it. But well, it's up to you, of course, you know. Awesome stuff. Now we could add another one. Let's add another one. Let's... I know, let's just... let's see what we could add. I'll oscillate one. I'll replace that with a vector. Oh, did we have a look at the virtual? I think we did have a look at the virtual. We'll have another look at it. I'm going to go a bit of soloing here. Solo. Add new. We've got loads and loads of filters as well. We've got a new phaser filter. I'd have to put this in. Hang on. Let's just add this in here. To go. So we got phaser filter. Mix between both. Let's add in a LFO. Let's drop that LFO onto here. Let's have it global. Make it a bit less. And then you can also go and back into your layer view and do your splits, layers, stuff like that. anything you want, really. Guys, there you go. I am going to save this one as well. So I'm going to go save preset as, and let's just go, I'll just put this in. Let me just put this in so I can just change the 3 to a 6. But I think you'll agree, it's great. I'll just patch 6. There you go. Boom. So yeah, I think I've covered almost, like I said, it's huge. It's huge. You've got like 16 layers, 16 oscillators, or I mean, it's not just about oscillators. It's, you can add, like I said, you could add modulators in. You got a modulator here. You can route them how you like. Oh, like I will show you, like I said, there are some templates that they've put in. So you can, if you go to a DX algorithm, you'll see the operators down here. And here you can, you've got full control over all the editing, but you can need that in. You've got like, what's this one? Look, templates. We've got, made them a bit loud. So you got operator 1, operator 2, operator 6 here. Enough to keep you FM programmers happy. I don't have a release date for this. I have absolutely no idea. Like I said, this literally is still the alpha. You have your keys, your macros, effects, bus settings. This is still the alpha version, so it's, you know, still lots of work to do. But you can see it's working good. And you can see how easy it is to program. Just take each layer at one at a time. Like I said, you can add up to 16 layers. Just keep going. Look, look, look. It's just crazy. I mean, if you get your head around it, if you've got a powerful enough computer, and I would imagine, let's add 16, shall we? I would imagine that, you know, most people have got computers that, but this is really good on CPU, you know. It's going to be really loud, isn't it? Oh no, it's all muted. It's cool. So, sorry. Add new layer. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16, 15, 14, and then you go all the way back to the beginning. Awesome stuff. So guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I'm not sure when it's out. I honestly don't know. But, you know, it's not going to be a million years away now, because they've released the alpha version. So, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. Bless you all. I'm going to play my patches again for a bit. Just, let's see, SM3. I'm going to play through those I've made while you say ta-ra to each other if you're watching this via premiere. Like I said, thank you very much. Please strike the like. And thank you for watching. Yeah, brilliant. Top job. I will obviously as well, when I get the iOS version, I will demo that as well on the iPad. But at the moment, the alpha version is only on a desktop. So there you go. Top job, cool beans, and I will see you later. Ta-ra.